It was a quiet Saturday morning in a small American town. 12-year-old Ethan sat at the kitchen table, staring at his math homework. His pencil hovered over the page, but he couldn't focus. Growing up, Ethan often heard things from his parents that seemed normal at first. But over time, those words started to shape how he saw himself. One day, after getting a B on a test, Ethan nervously showed it to his dad. His dad barely looked at the paper and said, "Why can't you be more like your cousin Jake?" Ethan's smile disappeared. Instead of feeling proud of his hard work, he felt like he wasn't good enough. A few weeks later, Ethan accidentally dropped a glass while helping his mom in the kitchen. The glass shattered. His mom sighed and said, "You never do anything right." It was just one mistake, but Ethan started believing he messed everything up. At school, Ethan struggled to make new friends. One afternoon, he told his parents that some kids wouldn't let him join their game. His dad shrugged and replied, "Stop being so sensitive." Ethan learned to hide his feelings because he thought having emotions was a weakness. One evening, Ethan excitedly shared his dream of becoming a video game designer. Before he could finish explaining, his mom laughed and said, "That's a stupid idea." The excitement in his voice vanished instantly. Months passed. Whenever Ethan tried something new and failed, he remembered another phrase he heard often: "You'll never be good enough." Even when nobody else said it, the words echoed inside his head. One day, Ethan forgot to take out the trash. His father became frustrated and snapped, "You're such a disappointment." The mistake lasted a few seconds, but the hurt lasted much longer. As Ethan entered his teenage years, he became quieter. He stopped sharing his thoughts and dreams. Why? Because every time he opened up, he heard things like, "Because I said so." There was no conversation, no explanation, no chance to learn, just fear of questioning anything. The final phrase hurt the most. Whenever Ethan achieved something, whether it was scoring a goal in soccer or earning a good grade, his parents often responded with, "That's nothing. You can do better." At first, it sounded motivating. But after hearing it for years, Ethan felt that nothing he did would ever be enough. Then something unexpected happened. During high school, Ethan met a teacher named Mrs. Carter. One afternoon, she noticed he seemed discouraged and asked what was wrong. For the first time, Ethan opened up. He told her about the comments he heard growing up. Mrs. Carter listened carefully and then said something that changed his life. "Ethan, words become the voice we carry inside our heads. But just because someone said those things doesn't mean they're true." That sentence stayed with him. Slowly, Ethan began replacing those toxic messages with healthier ones. Instead of, "Why can't you be more like someone else?" he learned to think, "I can be the best version of myself." Instead of, "You never do anything right," he reminded himself, "Everyone makes mistakes." Instead of, "Stop being so sensitive," he learned, "My feelings matter." Instead of, "That's a stupid idea," he thought, "Every great idea starts somewhere." Instead of, "You'll never be good enough," he believed, "I am growing every day." Instead of, "You're such a disappointment," he understood, "One mistake doesn't define me." Instead of, "Because I said so," he learned the value of communication and understanding. And instead of, "That's nothing. You can do better," he celebrated his progress and achievements. Years later, Ethan became successful, not because he never heard toxic words, but because he learned not to let those words define him. And when he eventually became a parent himself, he made a promise: "My children will remember my voice as a source of love, encouragement, and confidence, not fear." Moral of the story: the words parents use can either build a child's confidence or slowly break it down. Children may forget specific moments, but they often remember how the words made them feel for the rest of their lives. Change yourself, be unique.